Thanks for joining me again. If you're here, you must have seen my last video, and I'm super happy that you have joined me. Real quick before we get started, just like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you are reminded of uploads every time I do them. So I'm sorry I say and I ramble a lot. I'm gonna try to get better at that. So please don't crucify me in the comments. Okay, so first things first, my skin feels super dry right now because I just washed and exfoliated, took a shower. I'm in my robe as well, so it's like 9 o'clock at night. But I wanted to start the videos here because I've been putting it off and I finally have a chance to do it, so I'm just going to do it. So I want to show you the first thing. I'm going to do these kind of in the order in which I would do them. So the first video here we're going to start with is skincare and exfoliating. The first thing that I would do is obviously, you know, take a shower or wash my face. So when I have makeup on, the first thing I will do is I will take you can either use a makeup wipe or what I use, a baby wipe, and then I put on my makeup remover cleanser onto the baby wipe, and that's how I will remove most of my makeup. Another option is to use like a makeup cleanser and just water, washing your face and scrubbing with your fingers or what have you. I don't necessarily like doing that just because it gets water everywhere. It's in my hair, it's down my arms, it's down my shirt, and then I'm just a mess. And then the next step that I would do is an exfoliator. So most of the time I will use this little bad boy. This is the case, but inside, this makes it super nice for travel. Inside, it's my Clarisonic. Now, you don't necessarily have to use this. I found this one brand new on Amazon or eBay or something like that for a really great deal. I found it for $70 rather than $120. And then you just buy the little attachments. So depending on what you're looking for is the attachments that you will buy for you. I just have the gentle one, which is pink on the inside. The bristles just are a lot softer, and you notice I don't have to push very hard and they just fold. One I have is like a normal or a little bit more rough, so the bristles are stiffer, and then it has a black ring. The reason I like the Clarisonic, it vibrates and spins, so that's what's nice about these. There's 2 speeds on this one. There's a little charger, it just kind of magnetically sits here. It charges, it holds a charge. I had this thing for like 3 months, I believe, or maybe longer. And I've only had to charge it once. And it also comes with other kind of attachments. They have like massager attachments. This one is for like foundation, or like you could put on some body oil or whatever. You could blend out your contour. That's really nice. So it's got longer bristles and it's almost like a brush. Really like the physical exfoliators that will just buff off all the dead skin and all the extra makeup that you have sitting on your skin. So you don't have to get a Clarisonic. There's many other skincare brushes out there that you could get if it's not in your budget. There's also something called a chemical exfoliator. My favorite exfoliating chemical exfoliator is this Exuviance brand. Let's see if I can get it open. 2 little foil packs, step 1, step 2, super easy. They're pre-moistened with the AHA and BHA. It says AHA, PHA from the original glycolic acid peel creators. Safe and easy to use at home. and it's the highest level that can be done like at home. So it was a dermatologist developed. There's some pictures on the back of what the skin looked like before and after using the peel. I'm not sure if you can see that at all, but this, I noticed from the first time I used it, the difference in my skin. It's still not perfect. I still have, you know, some texture and an occasional breakout, yay. But my skin is so much better than it used to be honest, just with the few little things that I've done. And then your makeup sits nicer, and when you don't want to wear makeup, your skin looks nicer. You know, just doing a few simple steps in morning and evening can really change the game in your skin and even help prevent any further wrinkles. I'm sorry. The next thing would be toning. So I have a couple different toners that I really like. It's just about finding the ones that work best for you. But Pixi from Target has quite a few different types of these little toners. They're a little bit more spendy, but they're wonderful. Yeah, how many times I've washed my makeup off my face thinking like, oh, I've gotten everything, and then I tone and there's still stuff left on the cotton pad. So toning is pretty important in my opinion. So this one is a newer one. She had the orange colored one. I can't remember exactly. It's a brightening toner, I believe. And then she came out with a rose one, and now this one is jasmine, but it's called a retinol tonic. So really important is trying not to put too much alcohol on the skin. So a lot of toners have a lot of alcohol in them. But there is another one that I found at Target. These two toners, along with the Pixi, are my favorite toners. I will interchangeably use them. This Burt's Bees Rose Water Toner, I found it one time at Walmart, then I couldn't find it for the longest time. It was always sold out, it was always gone, so I finally had to order it online too. I finally found a backup. I was so happy because I fell in love with this. And then the Thayer's Witch Hazel. This is the aloe vera and cucumber one, and it's oil free, so that's what's nice about this. This also has a rose and a lavender version. There might be some others, but those were the three that I saw. I grabbed the cucumber because I have a little bit of rosacea and redness, and my skin can get kind of irritated if I do too many things. So I really wanted to buy that one, and I love lavender. I wanted to buy that one too, but I was like, let's start with this one. And it really does smell like cucumber. It's very nice. I thought, oh, cooling, calming for my skin. So it's really nice. There's also from Target, you can get both of these. The Micellar Cleansing Water and this Up and Up brand face oil-free eye makeup remover. This gets off my waterproof mascara so nicely. I'll tell you why later I use waterproof mascara, but these two I just soak on a baby wipe and go at it, and it removes everything beautifully. Okay, so that covers cleansing and exfoliating and all that jazz. So the next thing would be to hydrate. So I've already done my cleansing, my toning, all that. It is nighttime, so I should probably do my nighttime routine right now, and hydrating for nighttime is different than daytime. So what I would normally do is I've done my physical exfoliator, and then my toner, and then I would go in with, now these are kind of expensive, but the smaller versions are a little bit better priced. The big versions I want to get someday, but it's like $80 a bottle. So I haven't gotten quite there yet. This is the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. Along with it, I will use a face oil. I don't use this every single night, but almost every single night. If I don't use this one night, I might use this one night. The thing is you do not want to over exfoliate. When you start exfoliating, if you've never done it before, you want to like build your way up to it. And when you have dry skin, you want to be careful because you don't want to pull all the moisture out of your skin, that you need to replace it with more. And contrary to popular belief, oily skin needs to have hydration as well. So you want to be careful with pulling too much out of your skin when you have oily skin too, because what happens is you will start to overproduce oil. So it makes you even more oily and you're like, what the heck is going on? So anyways, I really like this stuff. It's a clear gel. You get this and the marula oil together in a little bundle. My marula oil in this just ran out, and so I made the first step of buying this, and I bought the next size up of the oil, which I'm going to show you here in a second. So I will just, as you saw, squirt a tiny little bit on the 4 points of my face and evenly spread that around. What this is going to do is help refine, retexturize. It's another chemical exfoliator, basically. So when I'm not using the exuviance as a chemical exfoliator, I can use this underneath your oil. When layering products, you always want to use the most liquidy product first. The more liquidy, the faster it soaks into your skin. The more oily or heavy the product will create a barrier. If you try to put that on first and then put a liquidy thing on top, that liquidy thing is not going to soak into your skin at all. So you always start with the more liquidy stuff first. So because that was kind of gel-like and watery, it soaked into my skin almost immediately and dried down. And then the next thing I would do is put on an oil. I have another oil that I really like, a couple other ones, and some other glow serums or, you know, other chemical serums that you can wear at night. Again, Pixi has a nice little duo here. There's a rose oil blend, smells beautiful, and their overnight glow serum. Then I also really love this Yes2 brand oil. The pink one helps so much with my redness. I'll put it on at night and I'll wake up the next day and almost all of it will be very subdued. If you have maybe more melanin in your skin, you're darker skinned, you need more moisture, or even you're just super dry, or maybe you're in your 40s or 50s and you need that moisture back, this argan oil is really good. I don't use this one as much as I use this one because of my redness. It helps, and this is also for like sensitive skin. So, but when I notice that I'm super dry, I'll use this bad boy and it'll help. Oops, of course, I'm knocking things down. Surprise, surprise. And then there's marula oil, which is also very, very amazing for your skin. All of these are really lightweight oils. I mean, it might take a minute to get used to using oils if you haven't used them before. Sleeping in it is, you know, kind of takes a second to get used to. I'm sorry, I stutter. I'm trying to get out what I'm thinking. But so I bought this little bottle. Look how cute it is. It's so tiny. But I had an oil like this size, and now I've moved up to this size, and this was like $30. But it's such a good oil. And marula oil is really good for your skin. It's a luxury facial oil, it says. You can find other marula oils. Just make sure it's in a dark glass bottle and away from light, because once light hits it, it can take away all the nutrients from the oil. I just take, again, like I did earlier, and kind of drip it. And you don't have to use a ton, you know, just a light layer over your skin. I like to go down my neck because this is one sign of getting older or aging is, you know, losing tightness on our neck, or getting wrinkly, or having double chins, or, you know, all that fun stuff. The reason I broke out is because I wasn't doing my skincare. I was being kind of lazy. Once you start doing skincare, your skin just, it loves it, and it starts to be really amazing. But if you skip 4 days or whatever, you know, it shows. And of course, as always, number one greatest thing for your skin is water. Especially during these summer months, or anytime. I mean, winter, fall, it's all dehydrating for your skin. So make sure to rehydrate. So I really love that oil. It feels amazing on the skin. I'm sure I look a little crazy. If you're married or dating somebody, just make sure to warn them when you start doing this. All right. So we got how to hydrate for nighttime. For the daytime, my next process would be waking up. You can take a warm washcloth and wipe off the residual oils on your face, or what I like to do is take one of my mini toners again and wipe it with a cotton pad. And then, pretty simple in the morning, just putting on, this is one of my favorites. I had to get a new one, but this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. It has sunscreen, SPF 15. You could use something that's a little bit higher, but I like this one because it also has hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic acid is something that we already produce, but adding it in will help pull moisture from the air and seal it into your skin. So that's why I really like this, because it's basically an all-in-one, and the texture of it is, like it says, like a water gel. So it looks like a lotion, but it's just very, look, you see how it just kind of melts into the skin? It's very thin, which makes it super nice for wearing underneath makeup if you want. So that's why I really like that. I also like the Jergens one. This is SPF 20, so that's nice. I really like the lightweight ones that are still giving me moisture. And then this one is SPF 30. So I have a variant of 15, 20, 30, you know, different ones for different days. This is also nice. It is white though, so it might leave, you know, more of a, what do you call it, flashback, if you're using flash photography. I haven't noticed it's that bad, but it has a nice light scent to it. I don't always necessarily like scents in my skincare, but this one isn't too bad. This one's just a little bit heavier in consistency, so I don't use it as much as the other ones, but it has a really nice glass bottle and a pump, which is great. This one as well, you could see, was a pump, and the other one was a squeezy bottle. There is two other things that I do like to use. I'm sorry, I almost completely forgot. It is nighttime. It is bedtime. The other really important thing for me during the day is vitamin C. So, again, Drunk Elephant. It's these two little duos side by side. It's about 20 bucks. Like I said, you can find it at Sephora, Sephora.com. Comes in this little container, bloop, just like that. Perfect for traveling. But again, these bad boys they're so good. And when I notice that I use all 4 of these products in combination with each other, they work amazing. So what this is the C Firma Day Serum. by Drunk Elephant. It has 15% L-ascorbic acid. And then this is the Behydra Intensive Pineapple Ceramide Hydration Gel. So this is very lightweight. That gel consistency, once again, just soaks into your skin like water. But it is orange and it does kind of stink, but it is beautiful on the skin. Soaks right in. There is another vitamin C that I have. I don't notice that it's the most amazing vitamin C treatment that I've ever had, but it is very lightweight. Where is it? It's hiding. Here it is. It is very lightweight and it's a lot less expensive than the Drunk Elephant, but it's by e.l.f. and it is beautiful. Again, glass packaging, has a nice little push pump there, and it looks almost like water, you can see. This one does not have color. No scent that I can really smell. Yeah, and I feel like it would do the job that you need it to do. Don't know if you can buy this in the actual store. You might have to go onto e.l.f.'s website to buy this, but it is really good if you cannot get your hands on. Okay, so real quickly, I just want to recap what we talked about. So step 1, wash your face. This is morning and evening. Use your makeup wipes or your baby wipes or your soaps that you use. Then step 2, exfoliate, whether that be your chemical or physical exfoliator. In the evening, I usually like to use my chemical exfoliators, and in the morning, I like to use my physical exfoliator. But you can go back and forth, whichever one works for you. Using both of them is best recommended, but obviously not at the same time. Step 3 is using your toner. Whatever kind of toner you find, preferably alcohol-free, but I understand that that's kind of hard to get away from. Step 4, hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. This is for everybody. No matter your age, your skin type, find a hydration that works for your skin. Because I have dry to normal skin, I tend to use oils and light creams, that kind of stuff. But those light gel consistency creams really work for more oily skin. And the heavier creams or oils can work best for dry skin. Your own risk, find something that you like. I give you a couple examples of what I like, but everybody's different, of course. So really, I like to use moisturizers and creams and gels in the morning, and in the evening I'll use my oils. That's what works best for me. And then for the morning hydration, using your vitamin C underneath your SPF. SPF and vitamin C, super important for daytime. Nighttime is the chemical exfoliant and oils or heavy creams to let soak into the skin overnight. And really that's it, guys. Those 4 simple steps can easily be brought into your routine, and I assure you, you will notice a big difference in your skin, and hopefully your makeup application as well. So is about it for the very first video here. I'm going to pop off here and I will see you guys in my next one. The next one we'll talk about is going to be foundation and application and prepping your skin for foundation, all that jazz. So I really hope you join me for the next one. I'm happy you joined me for the first one. Go ahead and give me a like if you liked it. Leave me a comment on what you want to see next. And yeah, don't forget to ring the bell so that you are notified when the next one pops up, so you can keep on learning. Okay, thanks guys.